Oh, when it all falls down.
This the real one, baby.
Oh, when
Southside, South.
Where would I be without you, baby?
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock.
What's going on, guys? It's your girl Alexis. If you're new here, my name is Alexis Wagwan Goodie, and if you're not new here, then you know what's going on. You really know what's going on. As you guys can see from that title today, like, don't cry for me, guys. Don't cry for me. I've healed from it. You know, it was a point where it was hard to talk about this. Okay, so don't cry for me. But yes, I'm going to be telling you guys about the time when I got stood up for prom. Okay. In dedication to it being prom season right now, we're in May. I'm seeing all these prom pictures and, you know, all the graduates and everything. I just feel like I should speak on my experience of my prom experience. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell so you can see every time I post a video. So I don't know, some of you may not know, but I graduated high school in 2016. Okay, so 2016 was my graduating year. This happened in 2016. So oh god, I guess I'm gonna have to like tell some of my business, right? I guess I'll have to tell my business. So 2016, it was that time for prom, and I already knew I wasn't going to my prom for a few reasons. One, because I wasn't graduating in the month of prom. Like, I wasn't graduating with my class that I was there with, some of them, but I had to go to summer school, so I basically graduated in the summer and not in the spring. So because I needed a regents, like I failed algebra regents, like I was so horrible at algebra, like I was just terrible at math. So that was one of the reasons I was like, I'm not going to my prom, because I'm not gonna be, it felt weird because it's like, okay, I knew I wasn't gonna walk across the stage with you guys. I didn't want to go to prom and then see everybody there knowing I'm not gonna, you know, really get to walk with them. Two was that my parents didn't pay for any of like my senior stuff. Like, I didn't go on my senior trip. I didn't get senior pictures. Like, I had to take the, you know, when you have the picture that the sample that they give you with the watermark over it. Like, I was just taking pictures of that or whatever and taking pictures of people's yearbooks and stuff. I didn't get a high school yearbook. I didn't get any of the senior stuff because, you know, they wasn't trying to pay my senior dues or whatever. So I didn't get that. I didn't go on a senior trip. And then 3 was because I did not have a dress. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of the dress that I actually did end up getting for prom, but I did not buy that dress. Like, I wasn't able to buy a dress. Like, I wasn't able to buy a dress. There was a group of like women that came to the school and they had like free dresses. So it was like a rack of like all these prom dresses or whatever. So, you know, they was like, listen, if for anybody that can't afford a prom dress, you know, you could just come and like pick out a dress. So that's what I did. I went to one of the theater rooms and I picked out a dress. Like, honestly, it's crazy because when I saw that was like my dream dress. That's what's weird, because I was like, when I go to prom, I want my dress to be blue because my favorite color is blue, and it's cobalt blue. So it's a specific shade of blue, and this color was exactly it. I was like, I want it to be blue. I want it to be velvet. Like, I had this like, you know, so when I saw the dress, I was like, oh my god, this dress is for me. It's for me. It's for me. So I got the dress. I got the dress or whatever. So I already had a blue dress. I just picked it out because it was free. I was like, maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe somebody will invite me. So now we're going to get into it. So there was a girl that I used to go to middle school with, and then she ended up coming to my high school. So she was in one grade under me. She ended up coming to my high school. So, you know, I let everybody know, like, yeah, but you know, Jamaicans, they be like, yeah, this my cousin, you know. So I was jacking her as my cousin or whatever. She was like, jack me as your cousin. So I was like, all right, this is my cousin. So we was cool. We knew each other from middle school, from, you know, being in Queens or whatever. So, you know, we're going through high school together. So she had this friend, this guy or whatever. He was from Queens also, but he went to a school in Queens. So she was like, oh, I don't know if we hung out one day, or she was like, oh, my friend, like, he be seeing you, and he thinks you're cute or whatever. So this guy, it's just so crazy. And this guy's like, I'm trying to like refresh my own memory with this, so bear with me. But yeah, so she was like, this guy like you, da-da-da, whatever. So I hung out with him, I hung out with them or whatever. Like, we all hung out or whatever. And I was like, okay, he cool, whatever. he dark skin, you know, I like him dark, I like him real chocolate. So he was dark skin, whatever. I was like, okay, he not ugly, he not bad, but he gave me like he's a cornball vibes. Like he's not like whack or whatever. Like he was definitely stylish, like he knew how to dress, like, you know, he was, you know, he was calm. But I just felt like he was more so like a like like if you know, you know. Like I feel like he was giving that, and it's just like he was on my body or whatever. And this is what be throwing me, because it's crazy, because it's like this nigga was really on my body. Like never had no pussy from me on my body. Used to ride his bike to my house in the middle of the night and get no pussy type on my body. So it's like when this happened, I was like, nigga, what the fuck? Like you was on my dick, like you was on my dick, like. But he was cool, I guess. But like I told y'all, he was giving me more of like a friend vibe. Like either way, we met, we hung out a few times, whatever. He was cool. But like I told y'all, he was giving me more so like, you're my friend. So I wasn't really like, I wasn't taking him serious. I'm not, you know, I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm really about to fuck with you. Like you was cool, you know, whatever. So now we're gonna speed it up a little bit. So we hung out a few times. And I remember one time we was on the phone, and he was like, oh, I wanna take you to my prom. Like I wanna invite you to prom or whatever. You know, so I was like, okay. Like I was like, yes, like I'll go. Like that's so sweet. I never got invited to prom. I only saw it in the movies. I'm like, okay, yeah, like that's nasty. I'll go with you. And then we started talking about the fits. We talked about the colors, what we're gonna do. I told him, I was like, listen, I got a dress that's blue. He was like, oh yeah, I was gonna do blue too. So he did blue. He had the blue, and I had blue already from the dress that I told y'all, whatever. So yeah, so it kind of already worked out. He's like, okay, this is the date of it. I remember asking my dad for some money. I was like, I need to get my hair done. I need to do this. I need to do that. So I begged my dad for some money. Did my hair myself. You know, did my makeup myself. I remember I was going to the fashion district because my mother worked up there. So I remember going up there with her and getting like these like cuffs, like these like silver diamond looking cuffs to go around the dress and stuff, just to like fix up the dress, because it was just like a plain dress. So was doing all of that. I was talking about it. Me and her was hyped, because I'm like, yeah, like, oh my god, he invited me, da 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 da. Like I really thought it was about to be some shit. Like, you know, I really put money into it. Like I really put some, you know, put the money that I had. Like I already told you, I couldn't even afford my senior dues. I couldn't even afford my own dress. So if I'm going, it's because I really like use what I had to go. Like, so it's getting closer and closer and closer to the date. Hearing from him, we're still talking and stuff, but like some days, you know, I guess he would be doing his own thing. I wouldn't hear from him, then I'd hear from him, and it was like that. But again, we're doing our own thing. I'm over here trying to hurry up and like figure out how I'm gonna graduate and go to fucking summer school, and then he's over here doing what God knows what the fuck he's doing. So long story short, whatever. Now it's like the day before, and I think like I was letting him know, like, yeah, you know, I got this and got that. Now it's the day before the date. I think my school already had their prom, so it's not even like I already dubbed that shit because I'm waiting for this. It's the day before prom. He gonna ask me,
yo, can you pay for your ticket?
what? Nigga, what? You want me to what? I was like, what? Why? And I don't even remember how much a prom ticket is. It's probably like what, $20, $30 to bring a date or whatever. I don't know. Either way, why the fuck am I paying for it? Like, that's the whole point. And it's like, if you invited me and you a whole nigga and the ticket is probably $20, $30, why the fuck you don't got it? Like, what? Why would you expect me to pay for my own prom ticket to your prom that you invited me to? Like, I dubbed my own prom to go with you, to be on your fucking shoulder, nigga. Your shoulder. Okay, your shoulder. And you gonna tell me I gotta pay for my own ticket? No, like, it's the principle. Like, no, I'm not gonna pay for my own ticket. So basically, I ain't paying for my ticket, and he still went to his prom. We ain't talked that night. We ain't talked that morning. We ain't talked that afternoon. So I'm like, yeah. And I think he was hitting me up, but I just was ignoring him because I'm like, because he was really trying to get me to pay for this. He's like, why? And I'm like, no, like, it's just. So once I peeped that all he really wanted me to do was pay for my ticket, I was like, it's a dub. Like, the fact that you're going to make me pay for my ticket is a dub. Like, I'm not going with you. So I basically got stood up. I don't give a fuck. I got stood up. And then what? Probably like a couple days after his prom, This nigga posted a picture, had this fucking duffel. He had a Louis Vuitton duffel bag. I'm like, oh, so that's where the money went to. Cause again, we were talking days before, so I already knew what he was gonna wear, how he was gonna look, what car he was gonna have, all that. Like, I already knew. So when he had the duffel bag and all of this and da-da-da, I'm like, oh, so you ain't had the money because you were trying to flex. You were trying to stunt. You were trying to look like you had some after party to go to. Like, you were trying to really show out. And that's what let me know that that's what these niggas be doing, bro. They be fronting for real. Like, they be trying to put on a show. They just want a bitch there. They be the same ones that just want a bitch on their arm, but they the same niggas asking the bitch for some money just so they can look like that nigga for the gram, making sure they look like that nigga to other people, like, but not knowing that this bitch is the only like this bitch is kind of fake half funding his life or whatever, just as an example. Like, it's like, I was like, this some corny ass shit. And like I told you, I knew he was corny. I knew he was just giving like corn fucking ball, bro. Like, that's why I was like, but mind you, again, I got my dress for free and stuff, so I wasn't really sweating it. But I still took my picture. I'm gonna put the picture up. I'm probably gonna put it right here. And this was like this was one of the saddest fucking days, bro, because I literally got ready and was like, you know what, I'm still gonna take my picture. So when girls say, yes, I get dressed to take pictures and I go back in the house, it's true, because I deadass did this shit in 2016. Like, I literally went to the front of my house and was taking prom pictures. And it was so sad because women were walking past like, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. You look beautiful. And I walked back in the house and I took everything off. Do you know how like that shit made me feel so fucking lame? And then from then I was like, I will never let no cornball ass nigga ever play with me like this. Yeah, I got stood up or whatever because the dude wanted to be a bum and flex, and I was just not going for it. Like, I was just not going for that. Like, I'm not paying for my ticket. I'm not that desperate because I didn't have to go. Like, you just didn't have to ask me. Like, I wouldn't have went. Like, it's just corny when niggas be doing that. But yeah, that's my story. It happens to the best of us, because I feel like every year there's somebody getting stood up, even if it's a boy getting stood up or a girl getting stood up, or somebody's going to somebody's prom and something's not working out, or somebody wants somebody to pay for something that they shouldn't have to pay for. It happens, guys. It's life. I didn't even care. I'm like, bro, I got bigger fish to fry. You know, like I said, I had some school to worry about next, so I'm like, I don't got time to worry about this shit. I got other things to worry about. So yes, your girl graduated 2016 at 16 years old. And, you know, that's like the biggest accomplishment. Fuck a prom. Because if I could really afford it to look as nice as I really, really, really wanted to, the bitches wouldn't have been able to fuck with me, okay? That's all I'm saying. The bitches wouldn't have been able to fuck with me, so, yes. But yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. I hope it made you laugh a little bit. If you ever got stood up or anything, don't worry. Your glow up is coming. You about to shit on them, you know. It's nothing. Like, that just shows more of other people's characters if that's what they're gonna do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all my social medias. They'll be down in the description down below, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.